So, good morning, children. So, last class we have seen the two basic practices of agriculture. Are you remembering? Sowing, preparation of soil, then sowing. Yes. Then third also I have seen adding manure and fertilizers. Yes. Then fourth basic practice in agriculture is irrigation. Okay. So today we are going to see about irrigation. Okay. So what is meant by irrigation? We know that all living things need water to live. As water is important for proper growth and development. Yes, so without water we cannot survive in this world. As water is, even for plants also, water is very important. Okay, so water is absorbed by the plant roots. Okay, along with water, minerals and fertilizers also absorbed by the plant through root. Yes, so plant contain nearly 90 percentage of water. Okay, so water is very essential for the plant. Why water is essential means because germination not take place if water is not there. Under dry condition germination will not take place. Okay, so water is very important. Okay, and not only that, nutrient dissolve with water and then it is transported to each part of the plant. Understood, children? So now this water will protect crops from frost and hot air. So when the temperature is cold or frost means no ice formation, and hot, very hot, it will protect, this water will protect the crops. Okay, so water is very important. Not only that, water is important to maintain the moisture of the soil. So the moisture content of the soil, moisture content means water content of the soil will be maintained, and it will also give healthy growth of plants. Okay, so it is very important to water the field regularly. So now we can see what is meant by irrigation. So the supply of water to crops at regular intervals is called as irrigation. Okay, so we are supplying water to the crops at periodically, that is called irrigation. So time and frequency of the irrigation, it will varies from crop to crop. Okay, so soil to soil and season to season. Okay, so irrigation means supplying of water to the crops. It will varies from crop to crop. It will differ with the crop to crop and soil to soil and season to season. So in summer season the frequency of irrigation is higher. Why means, in summer season the temperature is very hot. Yes, so it would, due to the increased rate of evaporation of water from the soil, so the plant need water more that time. So the irrigation, that means supply of water to the plant also will be higher during summer season, because the evaporation of water from the soil is more, so the plant require water for their growth, so we have to supply more water. It is in summer the rate of irrigation is higher. Now we can see what are the sources of irrigation. Okay, the sources of irrigation, sources of water for irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. Okay, so from these sources, so from these only we will get the water for the irrigation purpose. Okay, so we will get water from wells, tube wells, ponds, rivers, lakes, dams and canals. So now we can see the traditional methods of irrigation. So water available in wells, lakes and canal, it will be lifted up by different methods in different region. Okay, so we know that there are different sources of water okay, for irrigation purpose. So from these sources, that means from wells, lakes and canals, the water have to be lifted out. Okay, so what are the methods followed? So there are different methods followed in different region for taking the water to the field. Okay, so cattle or human labor is used in this method. Okay, so these methods, that means traditional methods, are cheaper, okay, but it is less efficient. Okay, so now we are going to see the various traditional ways. Okay, so the various traditional ways which is used for drawing water from the lakes, ponds and canals, or first one is moat. Okay, moat means it is the pulley system. Okay, so we will use the pulley. So from wells we will use pulleys and we will draw the water from the wells. No, that is called moat. Next, chain pump. Okay, so we will that pump the tube wells and we will draw the water. That is called chain pump. Next, Tigli, then Ragat. Okay, so Ragat means lever system. So now we can see one by one. So moat means pulley system. So here you can see the picture of moat. So the man is drawing the water from the well with the help of what? Pulley. And are you able to see? Okay, so this is the pulley. So using the pulley they will draw the water from the well. Then chain pump means using this type of chain. So just they will pump it. Okay, so the water will be emerged from this and it will be passed into the field. Then Tigli means just they will take the water from the well and draw it in the field. That is called Tigli. Then Ragat, with the help of buffaloes, they will draw the water. So buffaloes will pump the water and it will be supplied to the fields. That is called Ragat. So this is the traditional methods of irrigation. Okay, now we are going to see the modern methods of irrigation. Okay, so the modern method of irrigation, first method is modern methods of irrigation help us to use water economically. Okay, so first method is sprinkler system. Sprinkler system, this system is more useful on the land where the sufficient water is not available. Okay, so if the water content in the particular area is less, there they will use this sprinkler system. Okay, so for this I will show in the figure. So this is called a sprinkler system. Okay, so here you can see the pipe which is connected perpendicular. Yes, so perpendicular pipes are there. Yes, this is perpendicular pipes. These perpendicular pipes have the rotating nozzles. Okay, so this is having the rotating nozzle, this perpendicular pipe on the top. Okay, so this perpendicular pipe which is connected with the nozzle is joined with the other pipes. Okay, at regular intervals. You can see here in the picture the pipes will be connected at the regular interval with this perpendicular pipe. Okay, when water is allowed to flow through the main pipe, okay, it will escape from the rotating nozzles. Okay, and it gets sprinkled on the crops. Okay, it will like raining. Okay, how it will be raining. So like that the water will be pumped from the main pipe and it will escape through the nozzle. Okay, and the rotating nozzle, and it will be sprinkled on the crop. Okay, as if it is raining, like it will be. Okay, sprinkler is very useful for lawns, coffee plantation and several other crops. Okay, so this is the modern method of irrigation. Now we can see next one method, that is drip system. So drip system means in this water will fall drop by drop directly near the root. Okay, so drop by drop water will be will be passed near the root. Okay, so it is called as what? Drip system. It is the best technique for watering fruit plants, gardens and trees. Okay, so it is the best technique which is used for watering fruit plants, gardens and trees. Okay, so in this technique water is not wasted at all. So it is a boon in regions where availability of water is poor. So when if the region is not containing the proper water facility, then drip system is the best method which can be used for irrigation. So here you can see the picture of drip system. Okay, so same like only the perpendicular that like sprinkler system, only the perpendicular pipes will be connected with rotating nozzles, and directly this pipe will be connected to the directly it will these pipes will pass the water near the roots of the plant. Okay, that is by drop plants drop by drop water will be passed into the root of the plant. Understood, children? So I hope that you all understand about the irrigation system which we are using in agriculture. So if you have any doubt you can ask. I have sent notes also through WhatsApp. Children get workbook from school and copy the notes and start to read. Thank you, children.